Friends, happy March now, but welcome to the February vlog. How did February treat you? Jeez, it flew by. I swear February was the blink of an eye. It came and it went, and now it's gone. We finally have gotten over what I like to call the winter hump, which is just the season of winter, even though I will say it has not felt like winter at all here in Texas at all. It's been a pretty warm winter, which is interesting, but I do know that sometimes we get some random cold fronts in March and April right before we head into May, which is basically kind of like the start of summer. So let's recap February. Also, I'm actually about to go get my nails done after this video. So let me show you my February nails. I showed you the inspo in the previous video. I don't really do French tip, so I went with just the nail being like the solid color. And as I mentioned in the other video, I like to do the design on the thumb, the middle finger, and the pinky. Since it's St. Patrick's, I'm probably gonna do like a green and like a silver design. Put it here. But I know green and gold makes more sense for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm gonna do silver. So we're gonna go with that. Now, I'll discuss a little bit more about the books at the end, but I did not finish reading those books. I'm so sorry. February was so, like, it was the blink of an eye. It came, like, I'm sorry. I blinked and it was over. So I did not finish the book that I really wanted to finish, which was The Love of My Life. I knew I wasn't going to finish that fashion book. So I for real will finish the other book, because by the time I realized it was the last day of February, I was like, wait, I thought I had 2 more days that I could like read this book. So yeah, did not get very far with that. So February started very, very busy. The first weekend, that first week, I went to my coworkers' Lunar New Year party. It was so cute. It was my first Lunar New Year gathering, so that was super cute. The next morning, my friend was running a 5K, so we went to go cheer for her. That was super fun. And then later on that day, I got my nails done, which is this design right here that you see. So that was Friday and Saturday of the first week of February. Then that Sunday was a Super Bowl. And before the Super Bowl, we went to a birthday brunch for my friend's birthday brunch. Then we got ice cream after. I'm not a big ice cream person, so I didn't get ice cream, but we did get some afternoon coffee. Chef's kiss. And then it was a Super Bowl time. I went to my friend's house for a Super Bowl watch party, and it was so fun. Then the next week was my birthday week, and it was not glamorous at all because I worked the closing shift that week, so it wasn't very cute. I did get to do some stuff before my birthday, before I went to work. So I ran for 33 minutes because I turned 33. It's a tradition that I started, so I'll either run 33 minutes or 3.3 miles. I really only had time for 33 minutes, so I did that. My birthday today, so I'm turning 33, so I'm gonna run for 33 minutes. That'll be about 3 miles. Maybe I'll run 3.3 miles instead, but I'll see. I'm kind of short on time. I came to my run a little bit later than I had scheduled, so I'm gonna do my birthday run, and then I'm gonna go get a bagel because I got a coupon for a bagel. So let's get this run in. It's much warmer than I've been used to running, even though I trained for a long time in the summertime. But I've been training in like the early morning, so it was nice and warm today, but I could really feel the heat. I'm gonna go quickly freshen up, change out of this clothes, pick up my bagel. Might eat it outside, and then come back home, shower, freshen up, and then I have to go to work. But might be getting some food for lunch / dinner. And then I'm debating if I want to buy coffee in downtown or just make it at home. I'm thinking just making it at home. For my birthday weekend, we went out to go dancing to a gay Mexican club. That was so fun. So fun. Actually, also too on Valentine's Day, which is the night that I went out dancing, I also ran with my running group that day. We ran, I think it was like 8 or 9 miles. So had a Valentine's Day run before we went out for the night. And then the next day, I had another birthday like activity plan for anyone who didn't really feel like go clubbing because I like to do that. I started doing that last year where I have two birthday activities for the friends that want to go out and go clubbing and for the friends that want to do something more chill. We did yoga. My friend teaches yoga and we went to brunch. That cake at brunch was so good. I don't even like cakes. I don't have a sweet tooth, but that cake is so good. Like I want to go get a slice or maybe I could buy a whole cake and take it to work because I do not think my sister and I can finish a whole cake and just be like, I got us cake. Please come get some cake. So yeah, I don't know. That cake was so good. I still think about it. And then I was exhausted for the rest of the month. I was off that Monday after my birthday weekend. And then I was off Thursday and Friday. So Friday, I did a long run by myself instead of running with my running group because I worked that weekend. Getting ready to go on a long run. It's actually pretty late compared to my usual long run times. So the plan is to run 9 miles today. I got my little cappuccino ready. But yeah, I took it very easy towards the end of the month. I was honestly kind of exhausted, which is crazy. I didn't really do that much. I typically don't do a lot. I feel like I get worn out pretty easy, but that month wore me out. Okay, another thing is I bought my first pair of cowboy boots. I know that's great. My first pair of new cowboy boots because the pair that I wear a lot is a pair of secondhand boots, and then a lot of the other pairs are secondhand as well. And my first pair of new boots is from high school. Like my dad bought these for me in high school. So I remember when I bought these for my birthday for myself as a birthday gift, I was like, wait, I've actually never bought my own pair of new boots. I know I could have probably found these vintage and did more research, but I needed them for that night. We went to a gay Mexican club, so I wanted some red boots that were comfortable because my black ones are actually a little bit small, so they do hurt after a while. So I needed to get some boots that were my actual size. And so yeah, let's talk about the book I have not finished reading, okay? Like, okay, I didn't even get halfway done. It's embarrassing to say. Did not get very far. But every time I would read the book, I was always like so tired already from the day. So I felt like part of the times I had to like reread him the next day. But anyways, let's get to the book. The book is pretty good. The guy is finally kind of finding out that his wife is partially, I mean, not partially, but she's probably cheating on him. It doesn't really say much detail other than she has these dinners. The wife has these dinner nights with her friend, but she isn't actually having dinner night with her friend. She's going with this guy. And he's kind of finding out that maybe his wife is maybe lying to him. So he finds a picture of her graduation and the colors that she's wearing on her graduation robes and, you know, the items that they wear are not the colors of the school she claims to have gone to. So he starts questioning her, and she's kind of like, okay, like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And then he kind of stops himself. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna trust my wife. Like, why am I even questioning her? Blah, blah, blah. Which I'm just like, dude, just question her, dude. So I haven't gotten very far into it, but it appears he was kind of finding out something was going on, but then he's like, no, no, kind of like, what's that word? Um, Ignorance is bliss or something along. Is that the saying? Ignorance is bliss. And she was very upset because I guess this guy was trying to break things off with her and she got upset. But then I guess she's going to meet with him again. So I don't know. I still don't know. The parts that I'm currently reading, it doesn't really tell me much about who this guy is. It's not necessarily saying that she's having an affair with this guy. It's kind of like more implied, that's how books are. But my theory, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, I don't think I did. My theory is that I think the daughter that she has, might not be her husband's. But I don't know if that's actually true because I read, the back of the book and it's like, oh, it's a thriller, like so many plot twists. Some people on TikTok were like, the plot twists were like fine, but it was like not that great of a book. Everyone has like their own opinions about books and stuff of that sort. But I don't know. I have a theory that maybe the guy she's seeing that's the love of her life is maybe the father of her daughter. Like maybe he's the father and not her actual husband. I feel like that would be a crazy plot twist. Another plot twist that I'm like, this could also be a thing is I wonder. No, I don't think so. I'm like, I wonder if his brother is the guy she's seeing. But then it wouldn't really make sense because it's like, well, they've already been hanging out together. There was a scene or a part in the book or there's already been a part that I read where they're all hanging out together. So I'm like, I don't think it's a brother, but I don't know. It almost feels like it could be. So I'm just trying to piece together and see if any of the predictions I have come true. So it's either the guy she's seeing is the father of her daughter, or the guy that she's potentially having an affair with is her husband's sibling, perhaps. I don't know. Some stuff is like kind of unclear, but I'm a little annoyed that he right now at the moment isn't trying to dig and investigate. But yeah, that's how far I've gotten. And I don't want to make false promises and say next month I'll have this finished and lie to y'all. But no, 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 for real. When March is over, because March is much longer, I'm gonna have this book finished and I'm gonna see if my predictions were true and I'm gonna give you all the feedback and everything in between. But anyway, yeah, that was February. Like I sound like a broken record. I keep saying February was so quick. It happened like, I'm sorry. February was like 1 second long. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how February treated you. Did you enjoy it? Was it a rough month for you? Did you also feel like it came and went in a millisecond? And also let me know what you're excited for this spring. I'm so glad that now it'll be brighter past 6 p.m. because now I can go on some runs in the evening without it being dark. So yeah, let me know what you're excited for this spring, and also if there are any spring trends that you're just really looking forward to try. But yeah, now I do want to try maybe something different for the month of March. Maybe not so much vlogging my month, but maybe taking you on a specific side quest. Have a few ideas on like monthly side quests that I take you with instead of just doing like, here was my month, here's what I was reading. I feel like that could be maybe a little boring after a while. So I'm thinking it'd be cute to take you on some side quests with me and just be like, come with me to, to do this and X, Y, and Z, and here's what's happening. But anyways, have a beautiful March. I hope February treated you well, and I'll see you in about a month.